I've noticed when I was reading about your album in the biography, that you and Mark made the album, of course, together.
Yeah.
But as friends, you're not lovers anymore. And is there a difference between making an album when you're only friends, or?
Well, there's a big difference in every record that we make, and there is a difference. Obviously, it's not the same as it used to be when we were going out with each other. We work much more 5 days a week, you know, between certain hours, and there's a beginning and an end to when we work, so it's not quite so all-encompassing, because when we were together it was we could work at any time, you know, or we could work all night and so on. We also let each other do their own thing more, so I got to express perhaps more fully my feelings and intentions in my lyrics and melodies and so on, and he got to kind of fulfill more of his sort of focus musically.
Yeah.
Because we're less kind of on each other's back, you know, about what they're doing. But I think that would have happened anyway with time, because we were kind of getting more confident with what we do, you know, in our specialist field.
Over and over, it's over, all over, and over, and over, and over, and over.
The content of the album is emotional, and it's not necessarily about what's gone on between Mark and myself, because obviously that's 2.5 years old, that breakup. To us it's old news. A lot of other stuff has gone on in between in the 2.5 years. For me personally, it was the most kind of mad, emotional, kind of passionate 2.5 years of my life so far. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, really.
Did you write about that in your songs?
Yes, it's absolutely. They're very passionate, you know.
Yeah. And it's the first time you're really passionate in your lyrics?
Yeah, I think it's the most passionate record I've made. I think I've made very experimental records and playful records and in the past, but not quite so passionate, no.
Is there like one theme in your lyrics?
No, there's never one theme. I think on this album, it is a reflection of where I am now, just as much as any other album I've made has been a reflection of where I was then, you know. So, Tight Sweater, first records, very, very playful, very youthful, very exuberant, lots of ideas. And there's been a gradual change and evolution to where we are now, which is quite a grown-up, sort of passionate, you know, a deeper kind of emotionally kind of understanding in this record.
And do you hate it when people misinterpret your lyrics?
No, I don't expect any kind of interpretation, particularly from the lyrics. I think it's fine to interpret them however you want.
I've also heard some rumors that you don't like the image you have right now with Moloko, which is easy pop music. Like for some people who only know The Time Is Now and sing it back. Is it true that you want to avoid that kind of wave you're in now?
I honestly don't think we're trying to avoid anything.
No?
No, I really
think... So it isn't true?
No, I really think we just sort of let it be quite open, you know? To when we sit down to make music, we kind of say, here are objectives, you know, there's simple things like, I want to write, you know, better songs than I did last time, or we want to do big arrangements, and we want to, you know, look at the whole art and craft of arranging songs and so on, because I mean, songs have been very linear in modern music, and we wanted to, on this record especially, wanted to make a record that was full of arrangements, song arrangements, you know, with chord changes and textural changes within the songs, and you know, that weren't quite so linear, and they were a bit more structured like classic songs. We wanted to make a really kind of classic album that was sort of square and kind of has these 10 songs, just all fully realised, all, you know, productions in themselves that work together all in one album and has a sort of architecture to itself. That's really the sort of things that we have in mind when we start to write. We don't sort of think, oh God, we better not do pop music, oh geez, we better not do this, or we better not do that, or we don't want to be an electronic band, we don't want to be a rock band, we don't want to be, you know, we just are what we are. We're quite open to whatever interpretation, wherever Moloko goes, it's fine by us. If somebody wants to interpret it as pop music, that's fine. If somebody wants to interpret it as something else, that's fine too.
Now I know it will be 100% certainty. I'm giving you more, you can be sure 100%.
It's a really beautiful picture on the cover.
Thank you.
But I was wondering, why is it only you on the cover?
Well, the photograph actually came from a fashion shoot that I did. It wasn't for the band.
A fashion shoot?
Yeah, I did a fashion shoot with my friend Elaine. Took the picture, and I've known her for 8 years now, and she's been taking my picture on and off for different little fashion things, and that was for Sleaze Nation, British fashion magazine.
Sleaze Nation.
Yeah, and it was like a setup, like it was me and some other models pretending to be in a band in a small town, and that was the whole scenario, and that was me, slam dancing in the sea.
Yeah. If your life turned out different, if Moloko didn't exist, what would you be doing then right now?
I think I would have done something visual had I not been a singer. And that's what I thought I was going to do. I thought I was going to be a photographer or an artist, or maybe a filmmaker or something like that. Because I love making visual images. I love doing that too. It's really nice in this job being able to do a bit of that as well as make records, and videos and pictures with artwork, you know.
So do you
with the way I dress, you know, everything. Really.
Do you sometimes come up with the ideas for the video?
A lot of the time, yeah. A lot of the time we come up with the ideas for the videos. And we certainly always decide on who we're going to work with and who we're going to collaborate with. On every level, you know, every video, every photograph that's taken, every artwork that's done, every remix that's commissioned, you know, it's all directly from the band, in our case.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is the Music Factory.